It has been an absolute roller coaster of a summer. There were a lot of highs, some lows, and things have changed. But first of all, this happened. And then things got a bit heated, and this happened. And then I ended up here. Hi guys, Woody here. Welcome back. Episode 83 of Sunday League Premier League, a journeyman save. Before we get into the hectic summer, if you are enjoying this type of content and you're not yet subscribed to the channel, if you could do that, would mean a lot to me. Smash that like button on your way out as well. Or, at the end of the video, obviously. Watch all the video, then hit the like button. Or hit the like button now, and then watch all the video. Either way, do those two things. Anyway, guys, yes, as you can tell from the intro, I have moved clubs and countries to Germany, and we are in charge of Bayern Munich. Yes, roller coaster of a summer. We've got a fair bit of stuff to go through. We will look for a house next episode, I think. For the moment, we've got a lot to get through that happened. So, obviously, we had the Euros during the summer with France. And obviously, you saw that we won that from the intro. I think that is a good place to start. Let's go and have a look. So we had a group of Italy, Germany, and Northern Ireland. We only actually won one game. It was 3-0 win over Germany. So we finished second in the group, drawing with Northern Ireland 2-2. It was a very lucky game with Mbappe scoring a 91st minute goal there to get us back into that. Otherwise, we would have qualified anyway because Germany qualified through on 3 points. We then went into the second round and we played Serbia, beating them 2-0. Upamecano and Suri, the regen, getting on the score sheet. Then we headed into the quarterfinals and we drew the Netherlands. We played them at Cardiff and we absolutely battered them 3-1. Suri, Camavinga, and Mbappe on the score sheet there for us. And then we headed into the semi-final and we played Germany, who we then promptly beat 2-1. Suri and Edson Russell, former Bordeaux player, current Bordeaux player there, getting on the score sheet. And then finally, in the final, we played Spain at Celtic Park in Glasgow, and it was, as you saw, a 1-goal, 35 minutes from Kylian Mbappe. We had the awards. Kylian Mbappe was the best player. In the dream team, we had a lot of French players, as you can see. Basically, the whole back four is from France. Camavinga, Tchouaméni, and Suri there. Mbappe doesn't get in this team. He makes the bench. Weird. Goal of the tournament. Wasn't any of us. The Golden Boot. Chiesa got 5 goals. Suri got 5. And Mbappe got 4. And the young player of the tournament was Christopher Ignacio from Lazio. European Football Championships for 2032. Then, obviously, we came back. There were a lot of managerial shifts around. There were a couple moving from the Premier League. Ngazi got the Liverpool job. He had obviously teed that up, leaving Italy. And I was just kind of sitting there. We had started to bring in some players at Milan. A little bit disappointed. I got these two guys in here. We got Marcus Verdugo. I want to show you him because he looks pretty handy. Striker, the 21-year-old Argentinian, cost me 8 million. Is now worth almost, $750,000. So he's really, really good. I get to see him. Brilliant. Gunter Schweppers, Belgium midfielder. He looks pretty good. We paid 20 odd million for him. That transfer kind of went through as I was leaving. For Bayern, we also had interest from Newcastle coming in, and in the end, I think I've made the right decision with going to Bayern. Bit of a bigger club, so that'll be quite interesting. So that was Bayern Munich. So I moved over to Bayern Munich. I only actually had one game, and that was a friendly against Manchester United. We lost that 3-1. We played the first game in the DFB Pokal first round. We won 4-1 in that game, so that was good. Finances wise, the transfer budget was very big. It was about 164 million. We have a massive wage budget, and we've got $250,000 in the bank. So Bayern is a very, very rich club. They want me to sign high reputation players, sign players based in Germany, play attacking football, entertaining football, develop players using club youth system, sign German players, play possession football. God, they want so much stuff. 5-year plan is just, continue to make Bayern a really good club. Champions League semi-final minimum, qualify for the Champions League and reach the final of the DFB Pokal. Next year, they want to win the Bundesliga and win a domestic cup. So big pressure on this one. This is like the most pressure I've had on any sort of any club that I've been at. So that is really good. Here is the club info at the moment. Obviously, founded in 1900. They have there's 19 youth facilities. CETA Stadium, that was a mouthful. We all know Bayern. Alphonso Davies is the captain at the moment. He's still here. He's 31 years old. He's a really good left back. So we'll be looking here. Yusuf Demir, if you remember, signed from AC Milan for that record 141 million, and that was which gave me a large boost in that transfer window. He's still here, and this kid, Frank Kammermeyer, is a pacey as left winger. He could be really, really amazing. So it'd be good to see some really good youth players hopefully come through in the next few years. So we've got derbies there against 1816 Munich, Werder Bremen, Nuremberg, Stuttgart, and obviously Dortmund, the Klassiker derby, which is the game that we are hopefully going to play today. So fierce rivalries none, but we've got Munich, 1816 Munich, Dortmund, Real Madrid, Gladbach, and Man United as well are a rival in there. Very, very interesting. What else? Transfers. Now, yes, there was a lot of movement in the transfer market. I sold $500,000 worth of players and spent over 200 million on a few players. The defense definitely needed some shoring up, and that's what I've done here with these first 4 players here. You'll recognize 2 of them. The first one is Christoph Kruger from Bordeaux, a player that I originally signed for Bordeaux from Eintracht Braunschweig. 4.5 million. He was a schnip at that, and Bordeaux have now taken in 75 million for him. He's been a really good player, was good for me, and was also good when I wasn't there. He's German, that's one of the things. He's pacey, can play on the left or the right. He's got some good stats, so I really like him. Christoph Kruger played 10 times for Germany as well. Maurice Heister, he's a left back, centre back, probably more of a left back, with jumping reach of 7. Not great, but he's very pacey. Coming as a squad player, we had to shore up the this defense. Like I've said, he's 4 caps for Germany. He looks pretty good. He's just going to be that squad player. 20 million for Hoffenheim. That's what you got to pay. That's what you got to pay for squad players for top teams these days. Say these days, it's 2032, so what I know. We obviously bought in someone from AC Milan, and in this case, it was Bilal Zimmer, the French recent European champion. He is 4.5 stars, even in this Bayern team. He is an absolute amazing player. Worth over 100 million. He is, I don't know why he's been playing in right midfield, but I mean, you look at his stats here. Heading 15, tackling 15, look at this. Work rate, positioning 18. Look at these mentals here. And these physicals are absolutely outstanding. He is possibly one of the best defenders I've seen in this game in this year. He's amazing. We paid 80 million for him. Could potentially go up to 93 million, and I think he's worth every single penny. So Milan have got an absolute stonking load of money for that. Mini Byfield paid 700k for him. So they really made a good good profit there. The last person, well, they're not the last one, but another defender I brought in is right back Hossam Ali. He's an Egyptian player, wonder kid. I've been tracking this guy for a while now. Possibly a centre back, not with jumping reach of 6, but a really, really good wing back, full back there. Physically, again, he's fast. He's got stamina. He runs for days. Top mentals here. His lowest mental is 8, which is aggression, sure, fine. Great crossing, dribbling, first touch marking. Really, really good player. Capped for Egypt 34 times. Worth 76 to 89 million. Cost me 16.25 from Fluminense in Brazil. So, a really good buy. Really happy with that. Just shored up that defense nicely. The other two players that come in are two sort of youngish players. Fabrizio Montari. He's a central defender. He's a central midfielder. He's Italian Uruguayan, so he's not foreign as well, which is good. Worth about 15 million. He's potential 4-star potential. I saw him. There were a lot of other clubs in for him, and I thought, you know what? We're going to go straight in for this guy. 4 million minimum release. Absolute steal. So I was really happy with that. That's what you can do when you're a massive club. You can just go in and buy a player, and then later on I can flop this guy for a lot of money. Great stuff. And the last player we brought in is a Turkish wonder kid. I believe he's a wonder kid. He is Temel Keles. He is a centre-back, potential right-back, defensive midfielder, or midfielder. So can play in a variety of positions. He's only 19 years old. It's worth about, high 20s, 30 million. 2 stars at the moment, but getting up to that 4.5 stars. Already capped by Turkey. He's coming for 16.5 million minimum release fee from Besiktas. Was playing quite a lot for them last year and really, really good form. So he looks to be a good, handy player. Like I said, we did have some old players, so we had to kind of, bring all these ones in. So they're the new players that we brought in. Players leaving. He left already, and Konrad Lehmer, he's 35-year-old Austrian. He's leaving. Coming in is these guys are both leaving out. Riddle, Baku. I would have liked to keep him just for the fact that he played literally everywhere, but he wanted to leave. So I said sure, and Man United are in for him as a Bordeaux. Interesting, but I think we've got a really good defenders there. So competitions wise, we're obviously in the Pokal Champions League that hasn't been drawn yet, and the Bundesliga. Now the Bundesliga, interesting. Dortmund have won the last 3. Bayern haven't won for 3 years, and that is probably because Dortmund have Yusufa Moukoko still here, and he is flipping amazing. Scores a buttload of goals, 64 caps for Germany, 45 goals. So they are really, really going to be tough to knock over. We had a look at the schedule. Training's all good, staff's all good. I bought us some staff, as I do from everywhere I go. We're still running the Kralof's Revenge 4-3. We'll have a quick look at the possibly the best starting 11. We've seen some of the players as well. So in goal we've got Christian Futschel. He 32 years old. He was probably about 3.5 star before I signed all these really good defenders, but I think he can do a job for us this year. Also, I've got no money left, so there's that too. We've got Alexis Semimakers, the Belgian right back, can play anywhere on that right. He's still pretty good at 33, so he'll just kind of, probably swap in with Hossam Ali as he's a squad player. We've got Zimmer and we've got Castillo. This guy I wanted to sign. I saw this guy years ago. Mexican, 94 caps at 26 already. I saw this guy years ago and I was like, yeah, he looks amazing. But then Bayern came in for him and and he's been here ever since, and he's a really, really good centre-back / right back. So he looks pretty good. Obviously, we've got Kruger here. Alfonso Davis, we've seen, is suspended. Look at this midfield. We've got Sandro Tonali. He's 32. He's still amazing at this point in time. 4 stars, 82 caps for Italy. He will do a really good job in that ball-winning midfielder role there. Ryan Gravenberch looks absolutely amazing as a midfielder here. 4.5 stars in this team. Look at those physicals. Look at those mentals. Look at those technicals. Oh my god. The only thing he cannot do is aggressively do a long throw. That is about it. 70 caps for the Netherlands, and Bayern paid 127 million for his services a few years ago. Look at that. 3 transfers, all over 100 million. He is a top quality player. Bruno Luis is obviously a new gen Portuguese central midfielder. I mean, that's the stats, the attributes that these guys have is just amazing. This guy looks pretty damn good. Been at Bayern now, 33 million, and he looks something special. On the right, you've seen Yusuf Demir. On the left, we've got Velasco, Argentinian, 30 years old. He looks okay. We don't have too many options on the left, surprisingly, but we'll see how we go. We've got a couple of young. This guy's rapid as so fast, but a bit of a squad player, so he'll be coming in as well and swapping out with Velasco, as will Maurice Schreidenbeck. He's another left winger who is also rapid, and Manuel Solomon's here as well. And up front, we've got Gary Joseph, the English Trinidad and Tobago striker. Great international record here. And as an advanced forward, he's just amazing. Dribbling, finishing, first touch, passing, technique, anticipation, composure, decisions off the ball, work rate. Once again, is just a really, really good striker. And cost 143 million from Arsenal last year and banged 11 goals in 16 appearances coming in January. So that is our sort of first off starting 11. We've got a couple of players here you'll see through the episodes coming in. Now, before we get into that Dortmund game, I know it's been 15 minutes of talking, and I know that, that's not great, but if you're still here, that's awesome. I did just want to check in on previous clubs quickly. So, Prota in the Pepsi Max top league in Iceland. So, they're 6th at the moment. The last few years, they've been doing pretty good. 7th. They finished 3rd, 5th. And that was the year I think they were relegated. So they've been doing pretty good. It's good to see they've established themselves as a bit of a top flight team in Iceland, thanks to my astute management. This one's hurt me. Radek Kralov actually have been relegated down to the 2nd tier in the Czech Republic. So that is really, really upsetting. If you have a look here at last season, they actually finished 12th, fell into the playoff, or is it the relegation group? Must have had an absolutely horrendous run. Fell in a playoff spot and then lost the playoff spot. Let's have a look. Can we have a look here and there? Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, what a horrible, horrible run of results. No wonder they're relegated. So that is really, really gutting for Kralov there. Still got Christian Freidek, although he wants to leave. Matthias Tajti is still there. There's a few players that have, but that's really, really upsetting that Kralov are now down in the 2nd league in the Czech Republic. And last, we won't obviously look at Milan because we were just there. Have a quick check of Bordeaux here. They obviously of the Ligue 1 Uber Eats. Last season finished 2nd, so they have been a really, really good stalwart over the last few years. Still finishing 2nd without me there, and still picking up trophies. Obviously, the Europa Cup League, where they beat me, but the Coupe de France runner-up. So many runners-up last 3 years, one of them without me as well, I believe. So they've got a really good squad. Got some great players here. Safa Saka is awesome. Edson Russell. Al Mosali is still here. This is why these guys are so good, because they managed to keep a lot of these players here and sell a couple of them every now and then. As you can see here, they've made 104 million this year and only spent 20, with obviously me spending a lot of that on Christoph Kruger. Right, I think that's it. I think we can go and play Dortmund in the first game of the season. Team selection, let's go. Submit the team. We're giving out some numbers. Number 14 looks good. Let's go to the match. Right, into the sheds. My 2nd game in charge of Bayern Munich here. First league game. I want these guys to absolutely give do Dortmund right over. Now, obviously managing in the Bundesliga is a licensed league for Football Manager, so you do get all these really cool graphics when these teams sort of layouts like this and the score as well. So I've lost the skip thing. Where did that go? Oh, it's there, but you just can't see it. Let's get the league table here. Let's get the heat map for us. And the game is going ahead. Encourage. I know it's been a long video and this is the first part of the game, but it's so much to get through. Salamakers now throws the ball in. Zimmer. That is not the start until we want. Blau Zimmer did score in that Pokal game. And here's Kruger now with a throw in. Velasco back to Bruno Lewis. Lewis playing it across to Zimmer. Zimmer to Tonali. Yusuf Demir. Gravenberch. Yusuf Demir has a pop. Positive start. They are a very, very good team, Dortmund, but hopefully we can, try and beat them, although the aim of this series has always been to win a Champions League, and I feel we can probably do that at Bayern. It is going to happen here at Bayern Munich. Never did make it to the Premier League. I mean, you never know, this could all go absolutely disastrous, and it could still go on, but, I mean, I'd like to think it won't, but you never know. Anyway, Salamakers there with a long throw in, and Yusuf Demir looks like he has gone down in the box, and looks like we've won a penalty. The ref is doing a VAR check, and it is awarded. I'm not sure who takes the penalties, actually. I did set them, but that was a while ago. And he sent it off. Dennis Kovacic has been sent off. It is going to be Velasco here with the penalty in the back of the net. Bayern take the lead over Dortmund. Alan Velasco, first goal of the season for him. It is Bayern 1, Dortmund 0. And Dortmund down to 10 as well. Gravenberch on the ball now. Bruno Lewis flicks it ahead to Joseph, the Englishman. He has a pop from out wide, and it goes flying over the bar. They did get a man sent off, didn't they, Dortmund? I was just looking at the team thing, man. It doesn't actually look like I have anyone sent off, but we'll confirm that at half time. Tonali, that's a great ball. Velasco just didn't have the legs to get there ahead of the keeper. Rolls it out now. A little bit back and forth with the central defender, it must be there. And it is Dortmund now trying to get back into this match. They've got their talisman, Yusuf and Makoko up top. But they play it out to the left. Makoko, he's missed it. They did. Dennis Kovacic. Dennis. And João Pedro has also gone off, so that's good. Tonali on the ball now. Kruger crosses in. Yusuf Demir and Ryan Gravenberch. He makes it too. Come on, Bayern. That's what you want. That's what you want when you play your biggest rivals and title rivals. This is annoying. You want them to be 2-0 down at half time. Because this is like, I mean, as being Bayern, from what I know from the Bundesliga, it's like literally this game is the game that you could lose. So we'd be hoping that doesn't happen. Yusuf Demir with a free kick now here whips it, and it doesn't unfortunately find its mark, but we are looking very, very good. Dortmund have been good as well. They should have a goal going by XG, but they don't, as Dortmund now with a goal kick. So Fuchtel in goal there on 6.9. He's been relatively solid there. Like I said, I probably would have looked to get a goalkeeper, but he just Joseph rounds the goalkeeper, and Gary Joseph makes it 3. And Dortmund are collapsing here. He looked okay, 3.5 stars, and he still looks okay. And I think it was more so shoring up that defense, because I mean, we had Castillo and Salamakers were really the only two decent stars. We've got Andrea Papetti, but like he's more of a squad player at the moment. So, but I just wanted some, really shore up that defense, and Blau Zimmer is definitely one player who can do that. I'm not sure what that was in the box. That was a little bit worrying. We are going to go and make a substitution. So he's looking a bit tired. But he's not having a great game. Tonali's not having a great game. We're going to bring on our vice captain, Seawald. He will come on for him, and Bruno Lewis will come on for Jakob Koba. This guy, Jakob Koba, I mean, is he a striker? Is he a midfielder? By George, I think he's both. He's physically impressive, though, I would say, those physical stats there. Czechoslovakian as well, or from the Czech Republic, which is good. Good to see one of those, another one of those guys making it into the into a top league. Yusuf Demir now on the ball, plays it back inside of Gravenberch. Seawald, Yusuf Demir, Salamakers, Mikas Makas uses Demir. It's going to be 4. It is, and it's Jakob Koba, that man who's just come on the park. He gets his first goal of the season. Yusuf Demir looking a little bit tired at the moment. We might take him off for Manuel Solomon. How many subs do I get? Just the 3. Always. I'm always wanting a few more. Next year there will be 5, I think, in the Premier League. You know, Kuba, here it is. Oh, Jakob Kuba. His second goal. What a substitution. It is Bayern 5, Dortmund 0. And wow, the board are going to love this. This is a great start for our season. A great start for what could be our final few seasons in Sunday League to Premier League. Kuba tapping that one, sliding that one through the thinnest of margins. Give the boys some praise here as Dortmund looking to get a consolation goal here, but I mean, few and far between for them. They have been absolutely abysmal, or have we just been absolutely relentless? Kuba now. Velasco, Gravenberch makes it 6. Oh! Yes, the commentator has hit the nail on the head there. Bayern are red hot, and we are red hot. Kuba, I mean, this guy should start. I think he's got 2 goals and a bloody assist. Velasco's got a goal and 3 assists. What a game. What a game. Bayern 6, Dortmund 0. I now stretch my hands. Nice work, everyone. That was good. Right, there it is. 6 of the best from Bayern. Velasco, man of the match. That is a great start. I know it's a longer episode. We have a lot to get through. I'm going to go away and I'm going to obviously play a fair few games. We might come back for, I don't know. Probably around here, I reckon. End of October, beginning of November. Schalke and Bayer. Oh, of course we'll have the Champions League. It'll be Champions League. We'll come back for a Champions League game. If you have got this far and you're not subscribed, if you could do that, would mean a lot to me. Smash that like button if you're still here. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.